So what we are looking at here is the NHL Four Nations point production race. Now, unsurprisingly, the top guys all on the list are from Team USA. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all American guys, although you could say there should be a bit of diversity here because some of the other names are tied with this 3-point marker. But aside from the fact that Team USA has been getting the bulk of production in this tournament so far, I wanted to turn our attention to the folks on the Detroit Red Wings, the guys who have been brought over onto this Four Nations face-off tournament and who have both been producing very well. You can see that tied for third overall in the tournament with points is none other than Team Sweden's Lucas Raymond. He leads the Swedish squad in points with 3 assists in the first 2 games. Now, sure, Erik Karlsson is right there. He's got 2 points, so he's right under. Joel-Erik Sennecke has 2 points as well, so he's also right under. But Lucas Raymond has been so good in this tournament. Not to mention the fact that with 2 points and arguably the most important goal of the tournament yesterday, you have Dylan Larkin right in there neck and neck with Connor McDavid. He is tied for an 8th overall in the tournament in points. And I get it, it's a small tournament. Not everybody is going to be able to produce even in general. I mean, you look at the guys who have 0 points on the tournament so far in 2 games played, you do have some pretty impressive names. Sam Reinhart doesn't have any points, Charlie McAvoy, Elias Pettersson. Who else is here? Adam Fox doesn't have any points, JT Miller doesn't have any points either. So there are some very notable and legitimate hockey stars that are in here without any production. There are some guys without any points either, like Cale Makar, still here with only 1 game played. So maybe it's not really worth it to put too much stock into a Four Nations tournament where each of the teams only play so few games. Gensel and Werenski with 2 points a game each is pretty noteworthy, but then again, it's just an extra tournament, right? But I did want to go over to this post made on the R Detroit Red Wings subreddit because they posted the highlights, or at least the screenshot highlights of the tournament yesterday, and they said, hey, Lucas Raymond, 2 assists, Dylan Larkin, a goal and an assist. Wings hockey is back in business, baby. And what's interesting about this, I actually find it kind of humorous how the Sportsnet broadcast, I am pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that they just used the regular headshots of these players and overlaid a team whatever jersey on top instead of actually using the real ones now. I mean, okay, if we go over to the Getty Images page and look at Lucas Raymond's overall headshot, tell me this is not the same headshot, except just with a different jersey on top of it. I mean, take a look at this guy, and then take a look at that guy. Yeah, no, it's the exact same headshot, just with the Red Wings jersey photoshopped out. Nice budget there going over to the Sportsnet video crew. Meanwhile, for Dylan Larkin, I think we can go out there and look at this. Dylan Larkin, and we can look at his headshot as well. Here's the link. So, okay, no, I think they might have actually used the real one. Yeah, so this is Dylan Larkin's 24-25 headshot. It's totally different from the one that they used on the graphic here, but Lucas Raymond's is exactly the same. So there you go. I found that kind of funny. I don't know if anybody else finds that funny, but if you do, then hey, laugh along with me in the comment section below. Let's go over to some of the comments and read what folks have to say about the Raymond and Larkin show for Team Sweden and Team USA. It'll be fun watching them go at it next game. Every time I see one of them on the ice, I say, please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. So happy for our boys. Can't wait for the next game. Hang the banner. Biggest hockey game of my life, Dylan Larkin says. Not sure if he's referring specifically to Canada-USA or to the upcoming game against Team Sweden and his buddy Lucas Raymond, but this, of course, is a pretty big spotlight for some of these guys. And for Dylan Larkin, I mean, the guy has never played in the playoffs, right? Can somebody go out there and confirm that? Dylan Larkin, has he ever played a playoff game? He made his debut with the Red Wings in 2015-16. So, oh no, he did play in the playoffs. He had 5 playoff games in 2015-16. the last time the Wings made the playoffs. It's been a gosh darn decade. Oh boy. But biggest game of his life, I guess, right? Because he's had all of these seasons as the captain of the Wings, being all of this and more for Detroit. But hey, now he's playing some pretty big hockey games in this Four Nations face-off tournament. What an awesome experience for this hardened vet and this young gun to share together, but also separately. This is going to be such an awesome experience for them to bring back to the team. And I kind of think that this is going to bleed into next year as well. I don't know much about the Olympic qualifications for men's ice hockey. If Team Germany is going to get a team, we know the other teams are going to get teams, like Sweden, of course, going to be there, Canada, USA, Finland. Russia probably not, which is unfortunate for the folks who want to see Kucherov go out there and do his thing. But for Team Germany, I want to see Moritz Seider passing it up to JJ Peterka, getting assists on Leon Draisaitl snipes. That sounds like a pretty good combination as well. Although, to be fair, Team Germany might not have too many other great players aside from those three. Loved watching this, repping the winged wheel well, boys. Why do both of them have smiles that are higher on their right or their left? Our right, their left. That's what it is. They're not the same, but they slant the same way, and it's wild. It's a smirk you get when you know you're packing. Do they both have that smile on their left? Yeah, they do. They kind of slant upwards. That's really interesting. Really interesting. Larkin should have been the first star. He deserved the watch. Respect against him, but creating that empty netter was a hell of a lot harder and more impressive than finishing it. Larkin, of course, was the main force into what allowed that empty netter to go down. And then, of course, he had the snipe on Jordan Binnington, the most controversial snipe in Canada, which put the spotlight on Binnington and his goaltending woes, asking questions as to whether or not a 2-on-1 is the defender's fault or the goaltender's fault. Of course, it's a tale as old as time. But Dylan Larkin did take advantage of that, scoring a beautiful goal. And with the Wings putting themselves in pretty good spots here. I mean, Dylan Larkin is right there on that stacked USA squad. Team Sweden getting some production from Raymond too. I mean, these guys have been doing this all season long. They have just produced. And now at this international tournament, they are producing even more. Raymond had more points per game in this Four Nations than he had at the World Championships last year. And that was already seen as a really big win. Hey, he's at the World Championships and he's doing well, building upon the success he had the season before in 2023. Raymond, I guess, at 22 years old, is going to be a consistent star in this hockey league. Think 90-plus points every single year. Mitch Marner light, I guess, which is a lot more easy to say now, but it was the conversation we had during the 2020 draft season. I still will not live that down. Let's see the Why I Want series and try to go back over to season, what was this season with the 2020 draft? We can just go over to our playlists and take a look at it. I'm just going over here to prove a point because back in that time frame, we did say that Lucas Raymond was the Mitch Marner light, the Swedish Mitch Marner comparable player to that profile, and I can't really find it, honestly. Here it is. Why I Want Season 3 2020. If we scroll down to Raymond, the Sweden Mitch Marner. Yes, that's what it is. Sweden's Mitch Marner, Braden Point. So, 5 years ago, I was saying it. Nowadays, we're actually seeing it. Raymond is like Marner. He's playing really well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about Raymond and Larkin producing at this tourney? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.